right, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and highest honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rabachah Chodash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone and rule well. Salutations to you few brothers that preach, teach, and prophesy his word, truth, and sincerity of the hopeful elect. You few brothers and sisters out there that are enduring to the end. It's the brother Ariaga from the Grand Rapids, Michigan camp here with another nifty lesson. All right, let's get into it. Man, shoot. We sounding like broken records over here, starting with the apostles of Great Millstone on down. Okay? And the brother that's preaching, teaching, and prophesying his word should be getting on this market of beast. Why? Because it's right here. All they have to do is, only thing left for them to do is to push it, make it mandatory. Okay? So, broken record or not, the truth is the truth. And the reality of the situation is, this can very well happen towards the end of this year, early next year, where they start introducing it to the society, all right, before they make it mandatory. Your boy Trump, DJ Trump, he had already said before in his first term that he would not make digital currency the official currency of the United States, the digital dollar. And here we are, 2025, towards the end of it, and he changed up the whole tune. Okay? So anytime they come out with some valuable information on this beast system, we are the ones, starting with the men of Great Millstone on down, that come to you live and direct and teach you and keep you informed on newest ventures that they're doing when it comes to this chip. Okay, this is what they're doing. They are pushing this hardcore, and it's happening so fast behind the scenes. I did a video also going into the 19 states that are deploying troops. Okay, it started out saying that they did it in Washington because of crime rate. All right, but it was all BS because crime rate is down 30% in DC, the state's capital, or the country's capital. So now they're going to Chicago and several different other major cities, which I mean, they already in Chicago right now. Okay, so it is unfolding. They have different checkpoints. They already doing it. I read this book called Behold the Pale Horse. Is William Cooper, if I'm not mistaken. And of course he's deceased now. But he wrote a very powerful book because he had that high security clearance in the Navy. And one of the things that he went over, because he had found out about these things, was the agenda basically that we are in right now. Going from a police state to a martial law state, borders being closed off, checkpoints being set up. All these things are already coming into fruition. They have already happened. So anybody that is saying, well, you know, the market of beast is an embargo or any kind of other thing, you need to just get the fuck away from them. I'm being quite honest, because we're pretty sick of this, man, to this point, at this point in time. The reality of the situation is it is already here. Okay? And either the Lord open your eyes to see it, or he blinded you so you cannot, because he don't want nothing to do with you. Even if you were 2/3 Jake on this side, Israelite on this side, yeah, you'll be all right on the other side in the kingdom. But on this side, the Heavenly Father, what the scriptures say, close that it make their ears fat so they cannot hear. All right, and make their eyes blind so they cannot see. Okay, right now, you are either gonna see it or you're not. Regardless of the matter, it doesn't matter if you believe. Okay. So what if some did not believe? The reality is right here. And we got all the proof and the receipts. Let's go.
Say yes. If you say yes, I'm saying yes. I think it's great that you're involved, I will tell you. Many Americans are unaware that behind the scenes, the technical backbone of the financial system is decades out of date, many, many years out of date. You know that Paul and others are straightening it out, but payments and money transfers are costly and take days or even weeks to clear. Under this bill, the entire ancient system will be eligible for a 21st century upgrade using the state-of-the-art crypto technology. Who would have thought we would have been saying that 2 years after I really met you for the first time? The Genius Act provides banks, businesses, and financial institutions a framework for issuing crypto assets back one for one with real US dollars, treasury bills, and other cash equivalents. It's really strengthening the dollar and giving the dollar great prominence.
One more time.
Saying yes. If you say yes, I'm saying yes. I think it's great that you're involved, I will tell you. Many Americans are unaware that behind the scenes, the technical backbone of the financial system is decades out of date, many, many years out of date. You know that Paul and others are straightening it out, but payments and money transfers are costly and take days or even weeks to clear. Under this bill, the entire ancient system will be eligible for a 21st century upgrade using the state-of-the-art crypto technology. Who would have thought we would have been saying that 2 years after I really met you for the first time? The Genius Act provides banks, businesses, and financial institutions a framework for issuing crypto assets back one for one with real US dollars, treasury bills, and other cash equivalents. It's really strengthening the dollar and giving the dollar great prominence.
In other words, they're getting rid of the dollar. The dollar is being done away with. We often talk about what just happened last week in China when they basically got rid of in major Chinese cities, one of them being Wuhan. They've done away with the use of physical cash or physical yuan. And they did it overnight while the people slept. While the people slept, they got rid of the yuan, paper money. And they went to every bank, every ATM, got rid of the money. And what they did was they established the digital yuan. And now everybody in these major cities, as they continue to spread through China like a wildfire through the other cities, people are pissed off about it. They're getting Social Security is being hit heavy. As the system comes in, there's a lot of major changes that are being done. And this is the same game plan that's going to move out in America. Why? Because this is the new world order, not the new American order, the new world order. And it being part of the new world order, every nation is on board with it, except for a very few, one of them being Iran. Shit, I just saw something today in Iran. They ran out of water. They'll do is continue to press these other countries and anybody who bucks up against the system that they're establishing. And they punish them in different ways. It's not any coincidence that they don't have any more water. It's just due to the fact that dealing with the U.S., they don't fight you head on. They have a lot of proxy wars and different mercenary units like Blackwater. Not just Blackwater, but they also have ISIS and all these other groups, right? That fight on their behest, so they can say that they weren't involved in any of these conflicts when they were the ones that orchestrated it. And it's all in the name of this new system, beast system, that is being established. And it's all to give you that digital print, that chip, whether it be in your right hand or your forehead, because it's all about control. They want to be able to control everything you do, everything you spend your money on, your hard-earned money. This is what it's all about. Okay. All right, check this out.
This is what they're trying to have happen. Chaotic Moon's tattoo circuits integrate unnoticeable wearable technology into daily life. Take a look at that, right? That's a prototype. But you guys have to look up Chaotic Moon and what exactly they're working on. Another article, these tech tattoos will let you become a cyborg without the usual commitment. And Chaotic Moon, a mobile software design company, is designing a line of wearable tattoos called TechTat, which can perform a variety of tasks from monitoring your health to dimming the lights. This is what Bill Gates was talking about when he said that pretty soon cell phones are going to be obsolete and they will be replaced with electronic tattoos or e-tats. Remember that show, that child show they came out with, the cartoon, where the people were receiving a smart mark? And it was all about world domination and essentially Revelation 13. This is ultimately their...
I'm not mistaken, that was what was that cartoon? Was this Static Shock? I can't remember. I did a video on that, but I remember that. Yeah, that cartoon. Yeah.
goal for humanity. This is what they want to do. They want people to be cyborgs. They want people to be transhuman, where they are not even 100% human. This is why once people get this AI, artificial intelligence technology embedded in them through things like Neuralink, these ETADs, in the right hand or in the head, they will not be able to be saved. Number one, because AI is programming them so they don't have a soul. And number two, they're not even 100% human. I know y'all remember this movie too, Alita Battle Angel, where pretty much everyone was a cyborg and it was the norm. I think it's a conspiracy now, but like all things, just give it its time. If you haven't already, check me out on Instagram, YouTube at Blade of Judah. I hope you guys' eyes are open. This is what they're trying to have happen. Chaotic Moon's tattoo circuits integrate unnoticeable wearable technology into daily life. Take a look at that, right? That's a prototype, but you guys have to look up Chaotic Moon and what exactly they're working on. Another article, these tech tattoos will let you become a cyborg without the usual commitment. And Chaotic Moon, a mobile software design company, is designing a line of wearable tattoos called TechTat, which can perform a variety of tasks from monitoring your health to dimming the lights. This is what Bill Gates was talking about when he said that pretty soon cell phones are going to be obsolete and they will be replaced with electronic tattoos or e-tats. Remember that show, that child show they came out with, the cartoon, where the people were receiving a smart mark and it was all about world domination and essentially Revelation 13. This is ultimately their goal for humanity. This is what they want to do. They want people to be cyborgs. They want people to be transhuman, where they are not even 100% human. This is why once people get this AI, artificial intelligence technology embedded in them through things like Neuralink, these ETADs, in the right hand or in the head, they will not be able to be saved. Number one, because AI is programming them so they don't have a soul. And number two, they're not even 100% human. I know y'all remember this movie too, Alita Battle Angel, where pretty much everyone was a cyborg and it was the norm. I think it's a conspiracy now, but like all things, just give it its time. If you haven't already, check me out on Instagram, YouTube at Blade of Judah. I hope you guys' eyes are open because this is the...
Yeah, a few. Tech tattoo. This is called social conditioning. Not just the movies, right? They try to do is make shit like this look cool. Oh shit, yeah, you can get this cool tech tattoo, and yeah, it's this new style. They try to make it trending, like how everybody is with all of these updated phones and what have you, right? Running out here to get the newest iPhone and all kind of shit like that. But then you look at something like this, you're like, damn, they've been doing this tech tattoo stuff, all right, for years, but it's really getting some motion right now towards the end of 2025 because these are the pieces of propaganda that they are using to basically make the chip look cool. Yeah, man, that shit don't sound too bad, man. Especially these individuals that are out here and they love getting, a million tattoos and shit. You know what I'm saying? From head to toe. Man, damn. You know what I'm saying? I have to say this raw and truthful. They got butthole tattoos out here. They got, you know what I'm saying? Even dudes and females out here getting tattoos on their asshole. So, when they look at things like this, that seems interesting to them. That's pretty dope. That's pretty trendy. You can turn all my lights on and off and shit. Stupid trash. All right, let's keep going. So you have this system that is in place. He's telling everybody to their faces what's happening. And of course, you got these idiots in the crowds and stuff during these presidential addresses that just start clapping like some damn seals and shit, not realizing what's about to transpire. 2 Ezra 16:39. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. Part of them sorrows are a major piece of it. And it's that mark of the beast system. So a lot of people that are going to sorrow and lose their lives because they're not willing to get this mark. And then it's a lot of people that are going to definitely lose their lives because they are willing to get that chip put inside of them. It's every one of them. Everybody that gets a chip is going to perish. It says, "Oh my people, hear my word. Make ye you ready to thy battle." Because it's a battle. It's an individual battle for every single person. All right. Enduring to the end. Those that was at John 11:11. He who endures to the end shall be saved. You got to understand something. That's a battle. When all hell is breaking loose all around you and your morale is at an all-time low. Okay. It's going to take a lot of faith to endure those times that are coming. And even now, us of the hopeful elect are being prepared through our own individual battles in our day-to-day life in preparation for the greatest battle of all right, which is enduring this time of Jacob's trouble. It says, "Oh my people, hear my word, make ye ready to thy battle, and in those evils be as pilgrims upon the earth." And when you go on a pilgrimage, you traveling to another place. Okay, you're not staying stationary. Okay. It's gonna be time to move around because when this system is implemented, you're not gonna just be able to sit in your house and ride it out, as I like to often say. You're gonna have to make some moves, man. Especially if you're not willing to get that chip. All hell breaking loose in a way that people will have to make a detrimental decision. Everybody. Like this. Let me give you an example.
Man, it's all programming. Now you need to listen here, okay? All right, this no cash bail, Nakash, no cash. Nakash is serpent in Hebrew. And Nakash, bail, B-A-A-L, listen.
Wow.
Y'all don't realize how big this deal is. First, it's programming. Then, they're about to go to a digital system, cashless system. All right, people that's got $100,000, $200,000 in the bank, you won't be able to buy, sell, or trade unless you take the mark. And listen, if you don't, you're going to get thrown in jail with a no cash bail. And the only way that you'll get out of jail is by taking the mark. And y'all better get ready for what's coming. Don't think this is about, this is for the good of the people, we the people, or whatever. No, it's a 100% setup, all right? And really, only the spiritually dead won't get it, or the very spiritually dull. I mean, really, it doesn't even take the spirit to see that. I mean, a blind man can see that. And listen, y'all don't take heed. You serve everything that's coming to you because you're walking into it eyes wide open. Man, it's
that older man put it real. Put it real. Okay. Nakash Baal. Okay. And Baal being a Babylonian deity. Okay, that they worship. Wicked God. No cash, Nakash serpent. All right, what is this no cash Baal? Let's look at it real quick. It says a no cash bail rule or cashless bail policy is a criminal justice reform that replaces the traditional cash-based bail system with one where a judge determines pre-trial release without requiring money to be posted. In other words, they're going to be able to determine or not if you receive bail based on if you get that chip. That's what the system is being set up for, like that man was saying. Instead, the focus shifts to factors like public safety and ensuring the defendant returns to court. States like Illinois have eliminated cash bail entirely. Henceforth, now the military is in Illinois, right? Chicago. While others have limited its use, President Trump recently signed an executive order targeting these policies, threatening federal funding to states and local jurisdictions that practice cashless bail, which he claims endangers public safety. All right. How cash bail works. Cash bail is a guarantee, often a monetary payment that is that a defendant posts after an arrangement. All right. But then how no cash bail works. No cash bail eliminates the financial requirements to be released from jail before trial. Judges assess the individual's risk of being a flight risk or a danger to the public. Unless you get the chip, well, we just see him as a danger to the public. And they can hold you in there, and because of the NDAA, National Defense Authorization Act, I mean, they can hold you indefinitely. Okay? One more.
Yes. If you live in Alabama, Tennessee, or Georgia, stay away from the state lines. Stay away from any major bridges that go over the state line. Just stay away from the state line today, okay? And tomorrow and the next day. Because right now, there is about 20 different jurisdictions and different types of law enforcement setting up roadblocks and just blockades all over the state, near all the state lines, and doing license checks, they're doing immigration checks, they're doing to see if you've got insurance. They've got the brown coats out in full force right now. So if you're going to be traveling and going across the state line, you better make sure all your ducks in a row, because they will be putting you in jail and taking your vehicle. They are not playing. They are looking for immigration status. They're looking for making sure people have got all their papers. So if you're going over the state line today, you better be prepared to have all your P's and Q's ready, because they will be sure to be ready to put you in jail if you just slip up just one little. If you didn't pay the brown coats their money, if you didn't give the corporation that is America its money, they're gonna put you in jail.
And that's what it's all about. Putting your ass in jail because you don't conform to the system that they have. They can't catch you up in anything. They will make some shit up. One of the main things that they are looking to use against you, to weaponize against you, is not having that chip. Oh, you trying to go over the state borderline? Oh, yeah, you got the chip? Nope. Get them. Even William Cooper was talking about that in Behold the Pale Horse. How they would set up these, how they would set up all of these checkpoints and what have you. This shit is real, man. This ain't no joke, and it's happening. It says, 2nd Ezra 16 and 41. He that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose. Because like old boy was pointing out, you got $100,000 in the bank, $200,000. If you don't tap in with this new market of beast system, when it's implemented, when it's fully up and running, you dead broke. I don't care what businesses you own. You can be fucking Jeff Bezos. If you don't want to get that, then they're taking everything from you and imprisoning your ass. Okay? It says, he that occupieth merchandise, right? As he that has no profit by it. So if you own a business and you have all of this merchandise, hey, you're gonna have to let that shit go. When all of this pop off and that system is implemented, you're gonna have to let that shit go. Count it as a loss unless you wanna conform to this wicked system. And he that buildeth as he that shall not dwell therein. He that soweth as if he should not reap, and also he that planteth the vineyard as he that shall not gather the grapes. They that marry as they that shall get no children, and they that marry not as the widowers. And therefore they that labor in vain. Okay? All of your labor, man, I've been working here for 50 years. I've been working, my 401k is built up. Hey, that's labor in vain. Unless you're willing, once again, to assimilate to this new system that they're establishing. And that's the mark of the beast system. Where strangers shall reap fruits and spoil their goods, overthrow their homes, and take the children captive, for in captivity and famine shall they get children. Yeah, they coming for your children. Look, it's gonna be, this is what we talk about with all hell break loose. It's not something that you can readily fathom. Because what makes sense to you right now is gonna be like day and night. The world in itself will be turned upside down. Okay. This is Ezekiel 21:5. That no flesh may know that I, the Lord, have drawn forth my sword out of his sheath. It shall not return any more. Sigh, therefore, thou son of man, with the breaking of thy loins, and with the bitterness sigh before their eyes. So this is what Ezekiel had to do, right? To the children of Israel, sighing before their eyes, and, being downtrodden and downcast. And it shall be when they say unto thee, wherefore sighest thou? And thou shalt answer, for the tidings, because it cometh, and every heart shall melt, and all hands shall be feeble, and every spirit shall faint, and all knees shall be weak as water. Behold, it cometh, and shall be brought to pass, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. These things are going to happen. Okay? Because it's prophecy. It's like he said, mourn in front of them and look sad and be downtrodden. Hey, because that's the general energy that the majority of people are going to be under when these things come to pass. Again, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith Yahweh, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened and made to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It contamineth the rod of my son as every tree. This ain't the time for mirth and partying and bullshit. This is far from it. It says, and he hath given to it to be furbished, that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened, and it is furbished, to give it into the hand of the slayer. And who's that slayer? Esau, Edom, this government. All right. It says, and these elites, says, cry and howl, son of man, for it should be upon my people. It should be upon the princes of Israel. Tears by reason of the sword shall be upon my people. Smite therefore upon thy thigh, because it is a trial. And what if the sword contemneth even the rod? It shall be no more, saith Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Thou therefore, son of man, prophesy and smite thine hands together, and let the sword be doubled the third time, the sword of the slain. It is a sword of the great men that are slain, with which entereth into their privy chambers. I have set the point of the sword against all their gates, that their hearts may faint, their ruins be multiplied. It is made bright, it is wrapped up for the slaughter. It's gonna be a slaughter, bro. We are coming into a very, very dangerous time. It says, I will also smite my hands together, and I will cause my fury to rest. I, Yahweh, have said it. The word of Yahweh came unto me again, saying, right, because it's going to come a time where the Most High is going to, hey, when it's all said and done, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh is going to rest, man. Because this is the final battle, the final build-up, so to speak. Also, thou son of man, appoint the 3 ways that the sword of the king of Babylon may come. Both twain shall come forth out of the land, and choose thou a place. Choose it at the head of the way of the city. Appoint the way, and that the sword may come to Rabbah. And the point being, that sword is going to come. History repeats itself, and these prophecies are unfolding before your eyes. And all of these things is really moving faster because this word is pushing out and it's educating and waking up a lot of people, of the elect mainly, which they don't want. Amos 8 and 11. Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that I will send a famine in the land. Not a famine of bread, not of thirst for water, but of the hearing of the word of Yahweh. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even into the east. They shall run to and fro and seek the word of Yahweh, and shall not find it. Okay? They want to get rid of this truth. And that day shall their fair virgins and their young men faint for thirst. And thirst for what? Thirst for the truth. People get thirsty for the truth when a terrorist attack or something transpires. Then everybody want to pay attention, like in September 11th. Revelation 13 and 16, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand and in their foreheads. The RFID chip in the right hand, or in their foreheads, the Neuralink. Do your research. It says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that hath the mark of the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Wake up, man. It's about to happen. We can only say it so much, and one day, when that famine of the word comes, we won't be saying anything. We'll just be saying our prayers and praying and hoping in the Lord that he keep us and our family safe and protected in them times. The time of Jacob's trouble is around the corner. The mark of the beast is here. What you gonna do when they come for you, and it's your turn, when it's your family's turn? I pray you will edify, do your research, stay circumspect. Until the next time, I bid you shalom.